us up. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. RPO complete to open the drive. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Looking for space. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Made a defender miss. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position. Being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they jump on top. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So Louisville's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
Just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's right on target. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Yeah, and I love the jet sweep early in the ballgame. How does the defense react? Do they overreact? Do they underreact? I'm going to watch this so I can use it later on down the road.
Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football
and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. First down for this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the quick grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Finds his big tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So,
and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
and I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. The kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's more. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by 10 to Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Gets open down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to Brown. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clemson jumps to the line. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
This offense has a second down play. Coming after him. They're setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Ackerman.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They're going to throw it again. Got his man quickly. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force-feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Offense set on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You've got a third and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ramsey. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
And you wonder there if the offense was just trying to catch the defense napping. It's 2nd and 1. They think you're going to be running it, so that's when you take a shot. I like the play call, but just a great job in coverage on the back end, not giving up a big one.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. The pull and throw off the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute the red zone.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pulls it in on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Dixon. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown has ensued.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying play action. Oh, he makes the catch. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On second down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Louisville! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll take another shot here. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Now the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Get it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that was doing the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Wheeler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Spin, still running. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back to its own. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Salt enter word, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Tigers in the hurry-up, running for it on 4th down. Tackle is made after the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, to give, looking for room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started. And score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.